G'day. In today's episode, we flash back to the 90s when we were doing the Macarena, appreciating low-rise jeans, and fell in love with the girls from Charmed. That's right. Today we're talking about the power of 3. This is The Business of Art. Hi, Paul here with The Business of Art, the show where I explore proven business principles as I document my journey building a profitable creative business. Today's episode is not about Phoebe, Prue or Piper. Let's all get onto the same page. In today's episode, I tip my fedora to the Power of 3 podcast, episode 327 of I Love Marketing. That in itself should be a giveaway, episode 327, 27, 3 times 3 times 3. Even the 27 adds up to 9, which is 3 plus 3 plus 3. Things work great in threes. Comedy works in threes. Story works in 3. The Three Stooges, the Three Little Pigs, 3 Blind Mice, Hanson. We love threes. We remember things in threes. We were expecting this to be a third reinforcing statement, but it's not. Or is it? So who are today's Power of 3 players? Well, it's the 3 J's. None other than Joe Polish, Dean Jackson, and Jason Jason. Now I have to take a moment and I have to warn you. As you know, every group has that one guy. You know, the one who... yeah, that guy. I'll let you decide for yourself who that is. If I could have done anything about it, I would, but... well, you know what they say. You can't polish a third. Now, when you listen to episode 327, and I recommend you do at least 4 times, you will find that it is filled with amazing, actionable advice. So you can make marketing magic and build a better business. So let's take a look at a few. 3, to be exact. Now we start with a quote from the late marketing genius, Gary Halbert.
Because in marketing, there's only 3 things. There's a product, there's a sales pitch, and there's a delivery system.
As creators, our product or service is our art, our theatre, our film, our sculpture, our painting, our music, whatever it is that you make. And our delivery system is usually pretty set as well. That's either us or a download or a venue or a postage service, however it is that you get your art to your audience. The thing I think we struggle with the most as creators is our number 2s. I think that our number 2s are often blocked by a lack of understanding of how to really reach our audience and a lack of wanting to really come across as salesy when we're trying to sell our art. But if you truly want to make money from your art, you have to get rid of that blockage. You have to get your number 2s to flow. And that is why I started releasing The Business of Art. True marketing is not advertising. That's not in the podcast, I just felt it was really important to mention. Marketing is the overall message provider that educates your audience as to who you are and why they should buy from you. It is the bridge that takes your customer from not knowing who you are to wanting to buy from you. And what's under that bridge? 3 pillars. We come to Dean Jackson's go-to phrase, and one that I'm using as my base to measure my activities from. To buy from you, the customer, your audience, must know you, like you, and trust you. So what does that mean? Well, briefly, to know you, how can anyone buy your creation if they don't even know that you exist? And what can you do to generate potential buyers to find you even when you don't have a creation ready to sell? Like you. Once someone has met you, they are generally going to hang around for longer if they like you. Now that doesn't mean that you have to pander to everyone, but it does mean that you need to share more about you and your story in order for them to build up that understanding of who you are and what you do and why. And it's those sorts of things that help us like other people, trust you. Building a long-term relationship shows them that they can rely on the quality of you and your work and helps to reduce barriers to selling in the future. Sharing your vulnerabilities and your strengths helps to build that trust just as much as delivering what you say you will. There are so many good 3s in this podcast. Easy, lucrative fun. Compelling, convincing, collaborating. Sift, sort, screen. No risk, no commitment, no pitch. But I want to finish with some practical takeaways to think about when we're marketing our art. Number one, don't rely on one place to communicate. Social is great, but social and email is even better. Number two, nurture your audience. Don't just think about growing the size of your audience, but actually spend some time getting to know and building the relationship you have with your current audience through your communication. And number three, think differently about the offer that you're making and the real-time implications of that for your audience member right now. Say, for instance, you're making a 20% discount offer. Well, you might make that offer and you're likely to capture the people that are interested and ready to buy right now. But if you take that same dollar value and turn it into a gift card that someone can give you their email address in order to receive, well then you're probably going to capture the people that are interested in buying right now and potentially people that want to buy in the future but aren't ready to buy yet. But at least you've got a way to communicate with those people until they're ready to buy. So that's it. I recommend you go and find the I Love Marketing podcast. Find it through your podcast provider, whoever that happens to be, or head over to their website, ilovemarketing.com, where you can access every episode of the podcast. I'll link that up in the description below, but if you're interested in more free resources to expand your marketing knowledge, then head over to my website, pauladams.com.au/starting marketing, and you can get access to a whole range of free resources that I constantly go back to grow my understanding of marketing. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you being a part of this community. If you're into that sort of thing, please like and share the video and keep the conversation going in the comments below by answering this question. What's something you think you can do better to help your customers, your audience, know you, like you, or trust you? Thanks very much. See you next time.